Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to take another very important example related to form group. Prior to this session, we talked about what is form group, how we can use it, and what are the benefits of it, right? So in this session, we will see the first practical example of utilizing the form group. So by the end of this session, you will be able to understand how to create an example or a form reactive form in Angular with form group. Okay, and we will see the syntax, structure, and all the required stuff. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to create a basic form with form group. But prior to that, you should know what is form control, what is reactive form, how to create the reactive form, and other things that we have already covered. And for that, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3000 plus free resources, which is available in both Hindi as well as English language. So as per your convenience, you can go consume it. Okay. Alright, so now we are good to start with the session. Here you can see, firstly I have noted down some headings in the app.component.html file. My first heading says Angular course by Sharmit, and second says reactive form in Angular, basic form group, text input. Okay. Now to demonstrate this thing, what we will do, we will firstly understand the requirement, like why do we need form group here, and accordingly we will design the things. So to understand the requirement, what we will do, let me first put two horizontal rows here so that we can define the form in between these two horizontal rows. Although it is not mandatory, this is just for just to show the things proper way. Okay. Now what we will do here in this form, like we will create a simple form which will accept two input. One is email and one is name. Okay. And then we want to send it to the console. But these all things should be conducted with form group, because we want to see how form group works when we want to group score related input controls. Okay, form controls. So let's see how we will design it. So firstly we need to define some prerequisite thing, and for that we will go to app.component.ts file. Here I have some previously data, so let me clear it so that I can show you from scratch what we are going to build today. Okay, so let's clear it up, and here also we will make changes. Okay, so by default you will get something like this. Okay, blank. Now here we will define one by one all the required thing. So first thing that we need reactive forms module, right? So here you can write reactive forms module. It is added. Now after this we will simply expand this class, and inside this class we will define our first form group. So to define the form group, you need to firstly identify what name you want to give. So let's say I want to name it as user data. So I will just simply write here user data, then equal. After this we will use new and then form group. Form group. So this is added. Now here you can add opening closing parenthesis with two curly braces, open close, and then you can expand this form group. Now if you noticed, this form group is added here as well. That means now we have form group imported, and always make sure that it is imported, because if it is not imported, then it won't work well for you. Okay, it will throw the error. Now once we have the form group, now inside this form group we will define the form control, because we know that for single input field form control can be used, and it can capture the data, and then later on we will merge it with the form group. So let's define one by one the things. So firstly I will write here name, and in this name I will assign new form control, opening closing parenthesis, then a comma. Then after this we will write the next variable, that is nothing but a email. Something is wrong. Maybe we forgot to add something or what. Let's see it clearly. Okay, yeah, there's a mistake. Instead of equal is for first variable, not for this, and here we will use colon. Now it is perfect. So email new form control, opening closing parenthesis, and a comma. Perfect. So this thing is ready. now we are good to put the other required thing. Like we have name, we have email. That means now we are good to store the values, and this all thing will be included in the form group. So we can use this user data whenever we want to do the one-time validation part. I will show you in the upcoming sessions as well, but for now we are just focusing on the simplest example for the form group. Now we want to submit the data. So to submit the data, we will define one method here. Let's say submit data itself. So I will write here submit data, opening closing parenthesis, curly braces. Inside this we will write console.log, and then we will write here this dot user data dot value. So whatever value we'll get from here will be submitted to the console, and then we will see the output on the console. Now once we are good with these all things, now we can move ahead to write or to design the HTML part. But before that, always make sure that form control, form group and reactive form module should be imported here. Okay, we are using editor, that's why like when we press enter on these things, so it automatically imported here at the time of writing, not now. Okay, but always make sure that these things are there, because if it is not there, it won't work properly. Okay, now if this thing is ready, now we are good to move ahead and design the HTML part. So for that, let's go here, expand this, and then you can design the form. So to design the form, we will write here form, and here not N, it should be M. Now it is perfect. Okay, so form is added. Now inside this form, what we will do, we will simply write here form control, not form control, we will write form group. Okay, and in this form group we will mention the name, that is user data, form group user data, then a space, and after this space we will mention the submit button, because we want to submit the data as well, right? So ng submit, and then the method name, that is submit data. Perfect. And it is a method, that's why I use this parenthesis, open close parenthesis. Okay, so this form group part is ready. Now inside this we will define firstly the label. So this is the label where I will mention name, and after this we will add input field. In input field we will mention type as text, and then we will write here form control name. This is very important. Okay, so here you mention name. Perfect. So this thing is ready. Now similarly for the next field, that is email, so I will write here email. Okay, email, then we will write here input field, then we will write here type as email, form control name, then equal, then we will write here email. Okay, so this thing is ready. Now we can add one button also, because we want to submit the data. So here I will just simply write submit, and here inside this we will mention the type as submit. So let's write type as submit. Perfect. Now you can run the application. So ng serve -- open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds, and then we will verify the output on the browser screen as well. So I'm waiting for the screen on the browser, and now you can see we have got the screen. Okay, so we have this one main heading, that is Angular course by Tech Sharmit. Second heading we have is reactive form in Angular, basic form group, text input. Then we have horizontal row, one label, one input field, one more label, one more input field, and one button that we can use to submit the data. And then we have one horizontal row, that is just for separating the headings so that it looks like a form. That's it. Okay, now here you can see, if I click on this inspect and go to the console, currently there is no data, but the moment when I write something, let's say test, and here also test@gmail.com, it is suggesting me because previously I tried to insert the same data, that's why. Okay, so we have this thing. Now the moment when you submit it, you will see the data is successfully logged into the console. We have email as test@gmail.com and also the name as test. Yeah, so this is exactly how you will utilize form group in your Angular application. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.